the morning. It's really, really early. How early? Let's find out. It is exactly 5:35 in the morning. If you don't believe me that it's in the morning, I can show you. It does not look like that outside when it's not morning at 5:35. What am I doing up at 5:35? Well, that's a good question. I'm walking my dog, Toby. So for today, I'm going to talk about walking Toby. It's probably too dark to see me still. That's how early it is. I don't like it. But that's the way it is. As it lightens up, I'll talk some more. But for right now, I don't think you just want to hear my voice. This is Toby. Hi, Toby. Hi, Toby. He is wanted in many states for many crimes. Don't tell anyone I have him. Anyway, we're under a light in someone's garage. That's how early it is. People still have their lights on over their garages. You can kind of see the light coming over the mountain over there. There's almost no point having it over there when it's not here. I should be sleeping, but I have to take my sisters to school because school started for them today. So, I'm not sleeping. I'm awake. Toby has stepped on cactus. It's so dark outside that he can't see, and I can't take it off. Hold on, baby. I know. But if you keep going backwards, okay, I'm gonna have to pick you up. Oh, poor baby. Seeing St. Francis with his little bird in his hand reminded me of my favorite animal, bird. And it's not a fancy bird like a peacock or a pheasant or an eagle. My favorite animal are the little brown birds that live in yuccas and big cactuses. They eat the seeds from the flowers of the cactuses and little bugs, and they hide in the thorns and get protected by them. So they kind of help the plant. Also, they're protected from bigger animals that would eat them because they live in the cactus. They're really smart, and I think they're really brave to choose such a difficult place to live. I think that's kind of how we should live our lives. Be little brown birds and live in cactuses. No, sometimes it seems like you're picking the hardest path to take, when in reality it's not. It just takes a little bit of work from you, and then you'll get protected in the end from bigger things that could eat you. Okay, I'm stepping off my soapbox now, but I want to be a little brown bird when I grow up. Shh. So now that the sun is more or less up, I can show you a little bit more what it's like where I live. And you can see my face more. I don't know if that's a good thing yet. Anyway, these are my favorite places to walk. It's a little patch of desert between houses. It's not a big deal or anything, but you'll find some of the best things out here. It's unbelievable how in something so small, a little side of a hill of what used to be an arroyo, could be so beautiful. You find all sorts of plants and all sorts of animals. The animals won't come out because I'm walking around, and they'll only come out if I'm sitting down still or whatever. This is the hill where I walk. nothing dead about it. There's just different kinds of plants. They're not quite so regular. They're not like the kind of plants you would see in a forest, but they're beautiful. I love my desert. I love El Paso. I have so many friends who say they want to get out and never come back, and I don't understand it. If I could pick a place to live forever, it would be here. I really mean that. And there's a squirrel, but it's too dark for you to see it, so there's no point in even trying. These little brush trees are awesome. Their flowers are so pretty. And of course, nopales. I don't know what they're called in English. Just regular cactus, I guess. These are my favorite flowers. They're little and yellow, and they're weeds. But when I have my own house, they're going to be everywhere. Don't tell my mom. She loves gardening and she hates weeds. I'm basically a nature girl. I love taking walks in the desert. I love seeing the beauty that is before me. This is my hill. I say mine, but it doesn't belong to me. It's actually the hill outside St. Francis. St. Francis is right there. And my house... Ha! Yucca. My house is... Well, you can't see it from here, but like right there. So I should probably be getting home because I have to be home at 6, and I think it's already almost 6. I need to take my sisters to school. We have to have breakfast and do morning prayers and all of that stuff. Go, Toby! He gets scared because cactuses bite him sometimes. Like earlier, the cactus that tried to eat him. But he's a big boy and I pull out the needles and he can go on. I think there's something extra special about desert plants because they have to work extra hard to be here. That one is called ocotillo. I don't know what it's called in Spanish, but basically, in the winter, it looks like black burnt sticks, and in the summer, it gets leaves and it's really pretty. So, they're awesome. This is something I hate. They are building in my arroyo. They're not even creative. They named both streets Wildwood. Yeah, good job. More ranting about that later. Some random fact about the desert: you can't see the most dangerous plants. These are the evil cactuses that usually get Toby, because you can't see them. They're the same color as the dirt with the rocks. They're mean. They stick in really hard because they have little barbs on the end of their needles. And they hurt. I got one in my finger earlier when I was getting it out of Toby. And these trees have spiny branches on them, but that's okay. I think that's pretty. The purple of the prickly pears next to an ocotillo. I can't believe anybody would want to build here. It doesn't make any sense to me. See? How could anyone not see the beauty of this place? This is the kind of yucca my little birds live in. Yep. Actually, I think you might have seen some. Can you hear them? Some people still have their lights on. They just look silly now. Anyway, I'm about to get home, so this is the end of the first episode of Walking Toby. Bye!